Good morning, Hammers fans. It's Nick from Claret and Booze. Different type of video today. This is a video montage from West Ham United FC _Wills. You can see his watermark on the overlay of the video that I'm about to show you. But this is a montage, a beautiful montage of Lucas Paqueta from this season. And you'll never see more definitive proof of what a genius this guy is. And basically the reason that David Moyes has enjoyed any success. Without Lucas Paqueta, without the Lucas Paqueta Masterclass, West Ham would be fighting a relegation battle. But I'll tell you what a beautiful, beautiful man. Following this video, I'm going to play the delayed fan cam clips from the Bournemouth game from last weekend. So we've got Dodsey, we've got Steve, West Ham United Bell, we've got Steve Tiley, and we've got Sam from Baz Vegas after this little clip. But have a look at this. Hello everyone, it's Nick from Claret and Booze, and I'm joined by Sam from Baz Vegas. I'm sure you've all heard his WhatsApps before. Good to put a face to the voice. How are you, Sam?
Yeah, a lot better now. We'll say a lot better to calm down a little bit, but yeah.
It was a couple of hours after the game now, though, mate. What was your take on today?
Gutless, soulless. Sort of starting 11, and I thought, hang on a minute, Mickey's back, he's starting. We've got Bowen back, right? Kudos, not a bad front three. But yet again, it's that middle of the park. It's the middle of the park. We've got absolutely no one who can carry a ball. It's ridiculous.
The gaps, mate. The gaps in there was crazy, wasn't it?
Like, there's such a massive gap from our forward into us where our centre mids are. There's no one there, like.
No.
And it's just going around the same thing over and over again. Like, I was sitting there calling long ball up to Antonio. Oh, what a surprise, long ball up to Antonio. And then it's the same shit every single week. And man, he has not got a clue. I think he's lost the squad now, because even Emerson, I love Emerson, but the last couple of games, he looks like he does not want to be there.
He ain't the same without Paqueta, is he?
No, he ain't. But he ain't got no one to link up with on the left, did it? You know, at the left side. they left the place for players to go and die. So, but it's just I just don't get how he thinks. If Sullivan can't see that he's lost the squad now, we're doomed. We're absolutely. The longer this goes on, the harder the rebuild's going to be. What manager is going to want to come in and rebuild a squad completely from the bottom upwards and have to work with Sullivan?
I mean, the thing is, I took this take earlier on, right? And I don't know whether it's right or not, but it's how I feel, because when I look at the squad and look at the players that we've got, I think they're really good players there. But then I look at the group and I compare it to what it was before, when we had like a pretty young Noble. We had Lanzini, we had fucking Yarmolenko on the bench. We had players like that. We had Haller. Is this group of players better, really, than what we had before?
Individually, I say yes, but as a team, no.
They're not a team, are they?
Not a team. Like Kudus looks like he feels like he's got to take 4 or 5 people on there to get anything done.
Yeah.
He's single time there. And I think Bowen hasn't been right since he came back from his injury. I know he's been stuck up front a little bit, but yeah, it's just all over the place. Like the second half, like we're 1-0 down, and this is apparently a game, one of the 3 games that he needs to get a result in. And his bright idea is to stick Antonio on the left, Kudus back on the right, and stick Bowen. Why?
He doesn't change anything. He moves the pieces about.
Same formation.
That's what he does. Yeah, it's mad, mate. It's mad. Now look, I've sent you the I'm going to see if I can play the clip before this. I'll see it before I get a copyright shot. But I sent you that clip. What was your take on the on his?
I see the first bit of it, and then as soon as I went into the press conference, I knew exactly what was coming. We haven't had it so good in all these years. He had to mention the cup win again, the great cup win that we, against all odds, never had a chance of winning. He done that for us, and then that bit at the end, like a win. That's something down them lines, weren't it?
Do you know what it is? It's all right blowing your own trumpet, but it's like he dismisses West Ham as nothing before he came here. That's what really pisses me off.
These eyes, and he's the geezer. He's got to go. I didn't go to the Arsenal game last week. Years before, and I'm already sitting there thinking, do I want to go to the Brentford game next week? We all know he isn't going to get the sack yet.
I don't know, mate. I think this could be it. I mean, he looked really defiant in that press conference to me.
About 50 times for the last year and a half.
Yeah. I mean, we was here a few times last year, weren't we? Last season.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know.
It's 8 games now, though, Sam. This year in 2024, and do you know we're sitting in the bottom 3. So the Premier League table for 2024, we're sitting bottom. We're sitting in the bottom 3. We're 3rd from bottom, and we've got the worst goal difference by far. Oh, he's gone.
I had someone ring me.
He's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Hello, mate. But yeah, he's got the worst goal difference by far as well.
Oh, it's not surprising though, but it's this thing. Where's this free? You say we won a game this year. This 3 games. Why is it starting now? Because you take away the Brighton game at the beginning of the season, that's a draw. You'd take that Brighton of us. But then you've had 2 Bristol City games, championship team. We haven't beat them. Sheffield United, basically a championship side.
Yep.
We've had the Bournemouth game that I walked out on. I've never done before, and I don't feel bad about it now because it's fucking carried on. Like the Man United game, we didn't actually play too bad, but we've got nothing in attack. And then obviously the drubbing last week, and now this adds up. Like I can't believe the geezer's still in the job. It
was so bad, mate. Do you reckon if he does remain in his job, which he probably will. I'm probably just being optimistic. If he remains in his job, we lose against Brentford. That'd be bad enough. That's on a Monday night.
Yeah.
Then we arrive back at Burnley, which is apparently on the same date as a Burnley game 3 or 4 years ago, whenever it was. How do you think that? Do you think there's a chance it could all boot off again in the stadium?
God. It's got to. If he doesn't get anything out of Brentford, which we never ever do, it's going to be the same. If we've already got banners out now going to that game, what's it going to be like if we don't get anything against Brentford and we go to Burnley?
Yeah, no, absolutely, mate. But do you know what I have seen? Because Twitter's a horrible place and everything else, but it's changing. It's changing. People that were staunch Moyes in are now shifting over to Moyes out. They are like the I'm talking to Dodsey later on, hopefully. He's the West Country boy who goes up and down the country. He's been kind of not Moyes in, but he's Moyes ambivalent. He just enjoys the football, loves the football, you know. But this is the first time he said, "That is it. I'm done. I want him out. He's got to go." I think the worm's turning, mate. The worm's turning.
Yeah. I think so. I think we looked a little bit better today, but I think that's only because you took Souček out of it.
100%. 100%. How long is it going to take for Phillips? How long is it going to take for Phillips to get up to speed? I mean, he's better than Souček, even if he ain't fit in that. He's better than Souček. But how long do you reckon it's going to take him to get up to speed?
All before we had it, like you had all the media saying, "Oh yeah, Man City's training's like a real game." So he should. Right. How long's he been here with us now? 3 weeks.
He's well off it, mate.
Yeah, well off it. And now he's not. Now you know Souček's going to get straight back in. But then the only thing with that now makes me think, if we go and get Brentford, go and get something out of Brentford, you know what Moyes is like. Oh, we lost last week to Nottingham Forest because Souček weren't in. Look, I've stuck him in now. Look, we've got a result.
Yeah, that's it.
It's just
so annoying, mate. It really is. It really is. But look, closing message from yourself, because I'm trying to keep these short and sharp so we can roll from one into the other. Closing message from yourself to not to Moyes, to the board, really, because they're the ones that have got to do anything.
Yeah, can I swear on this?
Just do what you want. This is you know the platform.
Right, little poison dwarf cunt. You can't fucking realise what's right in front of your face. You don't deserve to be anything to do with West Ham. We don't, like I said, I had this argument I gave someone else the other day, like, it was something down the lines of West Ham fans are spoiled, like you expect. Yeah. Well, I've got 3 brothers. None of them are West Ham fans. I've got an Arsenal and a Man United fan. The other one's an Arsenal. If I was bothered about winning trophies and being successful, when I was 5 years old, I would have started supporting them. But I didn't. I went in love with that. Like, we don't expect to be up there as 6. It's nice. Don't get me wrong, but none of us expect it, though, do we?
Mate, but this is a thing, like you just said, mate. It isn't that at all. They're so wrong. It's nice to have the little European journey and everything else that we want, but you're never going to get away from the fact that with West Ham fans, it's the one thing that we've got in common with Tottenham fans, I think. Yeah. We expect our teams to play good football.
Yeah.
We do, you know. We're not going to accept it. We're not fucking Everton. We're not. I watched one the other day where they was comparing us to Stoke City. We ain't Stoke City. Although we play like it at times.
I'd say Stoke City was still more attacking than us.
I know.
We'll fucking hate that bloke, but fuck me, I'd take him now over Moyes any day of the week.
Well, I think they used to do more in the in terms of pressing, didn't they?
Well, big time. You've got people coming out. I press. What?
Yeah. No, I agree, mate. Right. Anyway, Sam, thank you very much for that, mate. Top man. All right, you can stay in here and watch these ones if you want, or you can drop off. Hello, Steve.
All right, Nick, mate. How you doing?
I'm not too bad, mate. Yourself?
Where shall I start? Eh?
Oh, mate, it's been dreadful, hasn't it?
I got the score right. I said 2-0 before it started to Forest.
Yeah, you did.
But
you did.
You heard my little rant what I sent you earlier on. Yeah, I was fuming, mate. I'm just fucking. If he gets another 2.5 years, Nick, after 52 years of supporting them, I'm giving up, mate. I'm giving up.
That ain't going to happen, no. That ain't going to happen now, is it? Not a chance. It's not going to happen now.
Like 11 goals conceded, no wins in 8. What the fuck? Hey, you see the banners? Moyes out.
Yeah. We've got Charlie coming on later on, who owns those banners. So I'm going to be talking to him after, getting him on. So top man. He had the GSB one out as well.
Have you seen his interview on for Match of the Day? What is he fucking talking about?
Mate, so
we
bad.
Played well. We played well. The players played well. What is he fucking watching?
I know, mate. It's so bad. I mean, the worst. Have you not seen the one that's going on Twitter at the moment?
No.
I'll just play it. See if you can hear it on here. Right, 1 minute, because it is.
From East London, made
can you hear that?
Things clear at the final whistle. Defeat today came after a 6-0 thrashing by Arsenal last weekend.
Here we go.
Look, I'm pretty long in the tooth. You know what happens. I don't think you can ever please everybody, but I think it'd be hard to say that there'd been many better times at West Ham. Now, maybe they want something different, but I think if they're honest, they have to say it's probably been as good a times as they've had at the club regarding winning a trophy, the league positions. But maybe they've had managers who excite them more, possibly. But the one who's sitting here wins more.
How defiant is that, mate?
Fuck, he's on mushrooms, isn't he? I'm sorry.
Mate, he's bait. No, you can say what you want. He's baiting us now, mate. He is.
Yeah, he is. He is. Do you know what? We're never going to move on to the next level while that little cunt Wolf's there. Never.
But
never.
He's got to go. We know that. I think everyone unanimously in the West Ham fan base, we all want him gone. No, nobody wants Sullivan here. We don't. But what we can change in the interim, we can change. We can at least change David Moyes and get him out for now. You know, I don't think Sullivan won't be here for long anyway. You know, just on this fucking planet, I don't think he'll be here for that long. So he will go.
I reckon we're going to slide down to about 14th, mate.
Well, we was lucky that City equalised today. I would have been 9th with Brighton playing Sheffield United tomorrow. Yeah,
was you at the Burnley game years ago? That protest, I was there that day.
Yeah. I wasn't involved in the protest. It will.
No,
I said that. I said that to Sam. Do you think it will?
I think it will. I think it's brewing. It's got to.
Yeah,
it's got to. But he's not a West Ham fan, is he, Sullivan? He's Cardiff fan. He don't give a fuck.
No.
You don't give a fuck. But today was like there was nothing there. Like you got to the 75th minute, we had one shot against Nottingham Forest. Do you know what I mean? Nottingham Forest we're talking about. 5th from bottom at the start of play.
But how are we still here though, Steve? I mean, like I said on the video before, I mean, look, I know he stayed after that Christmas, the last one, and we ended up winning the trophy, but how the fuck are we still here, really? He had 3 last chance saloon games last year. He's back on another 4-game thing now. What are we doing? And there's talk of him getting a contract as well. I mean, are they mad?
Any other manager would have been long gone by now. Long gone.
Yeah.
Like 8 games without a win, no goals, 11 conceded. Like he should have been sacked, Nicky, when the World Cup was on last year when we lost to Leicester 2-0.
This is what I'm saying to you. That's when it should have happened. Well, that's when, do you know, John, on the channel, that was when he flipped. He flipped at that point. He's been Moyes out since then because we lost to Palace, we lost to Leicester, didn't we? Yeah, and that was it. That was the end for him.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing as 3 seasons ago. We were 6 and we beat Liverpool 3-2 when Ogbonna got his knee injury. We bought one in the wind. I mean, I've had a few, not arguments, disagreements over Calvin Phillips. It's a waste of fucking time.
It was a stupid signing, mate.
You know, how much they paid? Was it 4 million for the loan or 7?
From what I understand it, over the duration of the time that he's here, I mean, look, it isn't as much as I'm saying because I'm calculating it until May. But with what we've paid, up until the point he's finished playing for us, it's 500 grand a week is how much it costs. But Sean Whetstone says, well, you've got to calculate June as well because they're here till June. I'm like, well, you don't play a fucking football in June. So in terms of football, that's how much it's costing us. It's 500 grand a week for the remainder of the football season.
Is that right? It's a 3-match ban now?
No, it'd be a 1-match ban. Why? Because it was a second yellow, wasn't it?
Yeah, I saw your video the other day. Well, I watch all your videos anyway. About he turned down Wilfried Zaha. Is that right?
Couldn't believe it when I heard that. I couldn't believe. Imagine the threat if we had Zaha, Kudus, Bowen with Antonio on the bench. Imagine how different we would have been. You know, the guy. That's what I mean. The guy doesn't help himself in any way ever.
No. I mean, another thing is, I don't know if you agree. Ben Johnson, I would have put it right back today in place. Kufal's finished, mate.
Yes,
he's finished.
Yeah, mate. He can't stop a cross.
No. I mean, how are we going to replace 7 players in the summer? Because that's what you're looking at going. Really.
I think we can. I mean, we've done it before, but I suppose in one respect, looking forward to the summer, it could be quite exciting because you'd be looking at a new manager in, hopefully starting still here, blank canvas, new start. Could be exciting. But the thought, like you said earlier on, the thought of that being driven by David Moyes, fuck that. No,
we're going to finally get a striker. We're going to finally get a striker in the summer.
Yeah, well, and the manager knows how to use him.
Yeah. Well, in my opinion, we need another goalkeeper,
Yeah,
whether it's a new number one or backup. We need a right back.
yeah,
We need we need a pacey left wing. We need a left winger, Nick, in the mould of Alan Devonshire type player
yeah.
as a left winger, and then we need a striker. What's Kudus doing on the left today? He should be in the middle, the playmaker.
He shouldn't be there. Sam made a good point on his video as well. He said we're lacking legs in the middle. I mean, Calvin Phillips, he ain't going to be an exit for what he'll cost. He's too expensive. James Ward-Prowse ain't the answer. Suchek ain't the answer. You need, like, for instance, like Stighton, who he wanted. He's midfield. He wanted Alvarez, Yusuf Fofana, big like mobile player who can carry the ball. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done, but we have got some good players. You just got to try and keep hold of them. The longer this runs, it's not just us that's getting pissed off. The players are getting pissed off.
Yeah. Was that Sam who was on before me?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, he made a good point. I'll see the tail end of it. Is when he turned around and said he'll bring Suchek in against Brentford. Because he'll say, do you remember when Suchek was out before and he went, we missed Thomas in that interview?
Yeah.
Did we fuck?
Yeah. I know.
But the worst one of all was at the start of the window. They asked him about striker, and he went, "I've got Jared Bowen, Nicky Antonio, Danny Ings, and Divine Mabama." Is he fucking sure?
I know. Did you see Mabama today? He was laughing on the bench. I bet he's thinking, "Fucking what's going on here?"
I know. I mean, and they're thinking about giving Antonio. No, Antonio signed a new contract, didn't he?
He's here for another year or two. I don't blame Antonio for the fact that we're reliant on him. No, it ain't his fault. We shouldn't be reliant on Antonio anymore.
No. And Oggy, they was going to offer Ogbonna another year, wouldn't they?
Yeah, well, that's madness. But it's like with Antonio. We put him in the team, and then all of a sudden, he's up there on his own. The two wide players, they're completely disconnected, and we're just hoofing balls to Antonio again. It's the same shit. That's why I don't really work with Antonio, because of the way that we end up playing when he's in the team.
Yeah, and how the fuck is Kurt Zouma, our captain? He's done. He's spent.
He's finished, mate. He is. I love Kurt Zouma, but he is done.
And what's your feelings about Aguerd, wherever you pronounce it? Them long balls all the time.
Yeah, but that's under instruction, though, mate. Our game plan is to launch long balls. So I just think, and also the amount of defensive mistakes that we make. That is due to, as Sam said earlier on, it's due to the fact we've got a non-existent midfield, mate. We ain't got. Yeah. They're completely open and exposed. Do you know what I mean? I think Aguerd has been a bit of a calamity, but I don't think that they have an easy time of it in our team. They don't.
Don't quote me on this, but I may be wrong. To pay Moyes off, what is it, Nick? 2, 3 million, 4?
Not even that now. You've only got 4 months left. He earns, So I think it's under 2 million. Sean Whetstone was saying under 2 million to pay him off now. Get rid of him. You got Heitinger in there. Yeah,
but didn't it annoy you though? Every time they say to him, "Oh, are you close to the sack?" He always goes on about the fucking trophy every time.
He won't not mention it now. He's on the ropes. He's always gonna. That's his defense mechanism now. He's an arrogant fuck. I can't stand him.
All you get from the younger fans is we're 8th. We're in the Europa League. We're going out the next fucking round.
Yeah, but I don't think you are. I don't think you are as much now. A lot of people are turning now. A lot of people are turning now. Yeah, they are.
They're gone. I mean, so even in the John Lyle years. Sorry, Nick. Even in the John Lyle years, because I'm a bit older. When we got relegated, we never played this fucking bad. We had a go. I mean, this is the worst team, the worst football. Mate, look at last season. Who could stomach another 2.5 years, 3 years of this shit?
No, mate, you can't. It's unbearable. It is. Well, I couldn't do this for another. I couldn't do what I'm doing now for another season. I'm repeating myself on loop all the time because everything's the same every week, and I'm conscious of that. But what am I supposed to do? Just start making shit up? The situation ain't changing. The football ain't changing. Everything's the same. It's so dull. It's boring.
Be honest, Nicky, honestly, right? Today was one of the first days for a game, and I said, I put it on Emma's chat today. I said, we're going to lose 2-0. Did you really think we was going to win? Be honest, did you?
I thought I didn't have faith that. I've got faith that David Moyes, he's like I said, he's like a wasp at a barbecue. When he's up against the ropes, he always manages to pull a result out. I thought this would be one of those days.
Well, he ain't going to get a result in the next 2 games against Brentford
No.
and fucking Everton.
I think his luck's run out, mate. I think his luck's run out. I do.
No, do you know what they'll do? Sorry, Nick. You know what they'll do, though? We lose the next 2. They'll say to him, you've got to beat Burnley at home. And that's the only thing he'll get out of it again. Like he did when we beat Everton 2-0.
Yeah, but you do realise that even Burnley at home, there's no guarantee we're going to beat them. They played us off the park last time. Kudus saved us. He came on and saved us.
Yeah, I know.
We're
It's
shit.
the same old thing. Like Brighton at home, Bournemouth at home, being outplayed on your own pitch by Bournemouth. For fuck's sake,
mate.
you know?
I know.
It's just
it's
so
dark times, mate. Dark times. But anyway, closing words on the situation. Little message for the little man upstairs.
I can swear, can I? Yeah.
Just say what you want. Yeah.
I'm going to say again, I've been a fan of 52 years. It's the worst I've ever seen. Sullivan, you're a cunt. You don't care about us. You don't care what the fans think. To you, we're fucking stupid wankers, which we ain't. So do yourself a favour. You fuck off. Take the slag Brady with you and fuck that Scotch prick cunt off. How's that?
No, completely agree. Love that, Steve.
Yeah, mate.
Like I say, you can stay and watch this. I'm going to get Steve Bell back on now.
All right, yeah, we'll do. Yeah, for a couple of minutes, yeah.
All right, cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Steve, let's go again. Sorry.
I don't know what happened there, mate.
Right, let's start again, mate. This is take 2. So, look, it was just the same old shit today, wasn't it? The same old shit. We came up against a team that were basically just better than us. I think at the end of the day, they were.
They obviously wanted it more than us, didn't they? You can see that a mile away.
It was bad, even from an attacking point of view, because of the way that we play compared to them. I think individually we got better players, but when you look at the way that they attack and their patterns of play, they look way better than us. We just look shit.
I know. We've got a habit of whatever side we play, good or bad. Well, basically bad teams. We make them look like prime Barcelona.
I know. Well, look, Steve said Bournemouth. We played Bournemouth. They look great, you know. Burnley played us off the park. I don't really know. Apart from, I think I can think of one game this year that I can honestly say that we deserved to win and we outplayed the opposition. That was probably the Wolves game.
Yeah,
I think the Wolves game we beat them. You know, we deserved to win, but all the others, I just can't. Well, maybe Arsenal in the cup. Arsenal in the cup, we was good as well.
Yeah, but look, even when we beat Sheffield United at home, we went 2-0 up, and that was it. We just
worst second half.
Yeah,
worst second half ever.
Terrible.
So where do we go from here, Steve?
Okay, now downhill like a skier.
Yeah,
it's awful, mate. It is absolutely awful. I don't even know what to suggest anymore, to be quite honest with you.
Do you think they will act?
No, in this lot, no, but hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because they've, in all honesty, Nick, they got to do what's best for West Ham, not what's best for themselves.
Yeah.
Because this is where all the unrest is going to come from the supporters. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if it all kicked off again with the Burnley game.
I think that's coming. I think if we don't pick up any meaningful results in the next 2, then that Burnley game especially, I mean, it could be ugly on Monday night. It could be ugly against Brentford.
Yeah, quite easily. And then these people are saying, you know, where's the next win coming from? I don't even know where the next fucking goal's coming from, let alone a win.
Well, someone sent me earlier on, Transfer Market, they've got the league table for this season. So for 2024, we're 3rd from bottom. We've got the worst goal difference in 2024.
We have been shipping some goals though, Nick, haven't we?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, it's 11 goals in 3 games now we've conceded.
I think we're collecting them, aren't we?
Yeah, I know. I don't see any excuse, any real excuse as to why they can back him now.
No, not at all.
None. I can't see any. There's no reason, like from a business point of view, from a football point of view, how can it work? He's depreciating players. We're dropping down the league, so we're losing money on Premier League places. Players like Kudus, who we thought was going to be worth 70, 80 million. By the time he's fucking finished with him, he won't be worth 70, 80 million.
No.
He'll be lucky to have him worth what he was, what we paid for him. Yeah. So how does it make any sense whatsoever to keep this guy around?
It's none at all, mate. I'm lost for words, in all honesty. they've just got to bite the bullet and get rid.
Yeah. No,
Or
I
if
completely
not,
agree, mate. I completely agree.
Get rid of themselves. Not that
Well,
that will ever happen.
that's the dream. That's what we're all hoping for. I mean, I said on one of the shows that I did, I said that January window, going back to the January window, because it made no sense if they had in their mind that they was going to be backing David Moyes and keeping him. Then that January transfer window was ridiculous. Absolutely, it was bad anyway. But if they were looking at keeping David Moyes, it was particularly bad because that's the manager you're keeping anyway. Back him to do the best that he can do. So in my mind, I was thinking, well, the only things that make sense is they're stockpiling money for the summer for a new manager. I don't agree with burning this season, but I can kind of understand it if that's what happens. Or they're clearing the decks and there is a club sale coming. I don't know. I mean, there could well be. You know, trying to get the wage bill down. They're trying to clear people out. I don't know, mate. It's very odd.
But surely, even if players were available, surely they wouldn't give him any more money, would they? I wouldn't even give him a tenner.
No. Well, I think that's why he didn't get anything to spend in this window. They gave him Calvin Phillips, didn't they? And look what's happened. Look what's happened with that.
Talking to a couple of Man City lads tonight on their watch along, and I said to them, "Thanks a lot for Phillips," and they just burst out laughing.
It's not ideal, mate. It's not ideal. But anyway, look, Steve, closing message, mate. To Sullivan, what do you want that little man to do?
Grow some bollocks and get rid of the jock twat.
I completely agree, mate. I completely agree. Thank you very much, Steve. You're a gentleman.
No problem at all, mate.
Top man.
Just one more thing. Pew pew.
Pew pew pew. Mickey will be at me. All right, cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Right, see you.
Evening, boys. Do a little video for you like you asked. So we're travelling back now. We've probably got about another hour to go. What's the time now? About 8:30, isn't it? Something like that. So still got another hour to go. So it was pretty feisty there today. The banners were out with Moyes out. Another sign saying out. And it was disappointing, to say the least. And it'll sum it up with the song that was being sung. It goes a bit like this, so apologies for the swearing. We've got clueless David Moyes. He hasn't got a fucking clue. Everyone at the back, no one in attack. We're going to win fuck all this year. And that just about sums it up. Just about sums it up where we're at. The players are just interested. The away fans are turning, and as you've always said, if the away fans turn, you know David Moyes is on thin ice. But he doesn't care, does he? And that's the bit that gets me. Forget Moyes in, Moyes out, all that stuff. He's arrogant. He's even still blaming us. He's come out in the press after the game saying, oh yeah, well they've had managers that give them entertaining football and all that lot. Now they've got a manager who wins. Well, we're not winning, David. And we're not playing well. And yes, thank you for the European trophy and thank you for everything you've given us. Really do appreciate it. But go. You've had your day. You've had your minute in the sun. Just leave us alone.